series of shvorim about Moadim. So he became hoarse in Israel, and they told him he needs surgery. And Abad Yosef was not happy with the treatment there, so he sent him to New York, and he sent him to see me. And he came into the office, told me the story, and I examined him. I said, you need surgery, it's true, but I also learned that he smokes, and I said to him, I wouldn't do the surgery if you smoke, because then the polyp would come back again right after the surgery. He said, well, in Israel everybody smokes. I said, all right, but I can't do the surgery. So he left. 2 days later, he comes back. He said his father told him he's come back and you should listen to me. So he says, B'li neder, he's makabel that he won't smoke. He said, B'li neder doesn't work. You have to make a promise that you won't smoke. And he left again. He came back 3 days later again. He said his father screamed at him and told him he has to have the surgery.
He keeps going back and forth from Israel? He keeps coming back and forth from Israel?
No, he was staying here in America.
Oh, okay.
His father wouldn't let him come back, you know. So finally he consented he wouldn't smoke, and I operated on him. And during the surgery, the phone rang in the operating room, and it was Abad Yosef wanting to know what's doing. So I told him that I was scrubbed and I can't speak to him, I'll call him back. So meanwhile, after the surgery, we took him into the recovery room, and since he didn't speak English well, they let his driver go into the recovery room with him. And a young woman who was a nurse in the recovery room, I knew her from years of practice there, she came over and she said, I'd like the rabbi to give me a blessing. So I said, why do you need a blessing? So she said she's 35 years old and she's not married, so she wants a bracha. So I said to Reb David Yosef in Hebrew, he says, Ratzah bracha, lehi naseh. He doesn't give bracha. He said, listen, don't be silly. Raise your hands and say you can purkam. She doesn't know the difference. She doesn't understand a word of Hebrew. She'll think you're a hero. So he raised his hands, said you can purkam, and she was happy. Lo and behold, 2 months later, she became engaged. So she comes over and she says to me she would like that rabbi who blessed her to come be the Masada Kedushin. And she was willing to pay for the ticket for him to come. So I called him up. And I told him the story. So he was thrilled because he had never had a bracha come work on him. So he said he'll come on one condition: if she's makabel, that she'll keep Taras HaMishpacha.
Wow.
So I gave her this message, and she said that she can't do because the fellow she's marrying would not agree to it. But that's the bracha that he gave.
Cool. Cool.